me setting up the stream normally happens. There are links to timestamps for different segments of the stream. If you are watching this on the YouTube VOD, hi, hello. But with that out of the way, we're going to get right into me trying to make sure everything's set up correctly. So bear with me. Okay, so that's set up, Okay. It's that. What else do I need to do? Oh, right, you. Weeaboo in every region. Hey. You be nice. Okay? Neeko's gonna be here for a while, alright? Gotta be nice to her, alright? How you doing today, Sino? Oh, I forgot to shove this here. Okay. Now, stream should be good. But yeah, how you doing today, man? Alright, so I can probably just start deleting these. Pretty shit today, to be honest, but I'll manage. Why, I'm sorry to hear that, but I am happy that you feel that you can manage to get through it. I guess we'll keep the Neeko Warden, because I will probably be just playing this one once we get the Freljord. I'll keep the decks that I liked. Ziggs Volibear, I feel like, is doable, just not at the present meta. Okay. So we're gonna immediately get into Neeko Bandle. And I think, like, the best thing you can do with Neeko and Bandle is... First off, I don't know what other champ you run with her, other than, like... I mean, Nora and Tristana are options if you're looking to have go wide, but the main idea here, at least every time I've done it in Bandle, is Yordle and Arms. And, like, you could maybe get away with Sneezy Biggledust. The main problem I have with this card is that it only grants created ones +2/+2, and Neeko doesn't do a whole lot of creating. I think you definitely need this, by the way. And I've also learned from other versions of this deck that I have attempted. The best Neeko decks kind of have, like, a hybrid of good unit-based aggression, but then also, like, protection spells and ways to not just immediately be dead. Like, Cosmic Binding's actually probably fine. I don't know if we want anything in this, like, category. The worst part about Bandle is that the only thing it gives you is Yordle and Poro, because everything else she kind of has, Neeko kind of already has access to. I can't think of anything else that it has. I guess it technically has a dragon now in this thing, which I'm not even convinced you want to run. I think I'm going to have to wait to decide on what my other champ is. It might be Gnar. I kind of feel like we want Beard, honestly. Just looked up Neeko. Interesting card. Have you not seen Neeko before? Yeah, so she is a 2-mana 2/2 that has this like shapeshifter ability. So when you play her, she gets disguised as one of 3 different cards. And it gives you an option, and they're not always the same. And they're not all necessarily cards that are in your deck. But I think they are always cards from her origin. I haven't been playing LOR at all pretty much lately. Just when checking in on the stream. Oh, well, I appreciate you. I do still find LOR fun in its entirety. I do still enjoy playing the game, though I can understand having like burnout with the game, because I've had that too. If Beard, then obviously Bard. Problem is that Bard's not Bandle, so I think there is a world where I probably end up doing this with like Neeko and all the Runeterra champs. Granted that there are enough cards that you can run with said Runeterra champs, but... Because I think I tried Neeko Kane once, and that actually was, like, shockingly not bad. Okay, so I definitely need you. I guess we'll play you because created cards. You're a Yordle, and actually, like, a pretty good card. I mean, I still like the game, and it's fun to watch. For me, it just felt like I didn't have enough time to do what the game wanted me to do daily, as well as other things. Okay. Okay, that's fair. I mean, we could put in Quicken as, like, our own protection. Mecha Yordles is another thing you do have access to in this. I didn't even realize we had this Cultist card, by the way. We might also have a Weaponsmith, but I don't know which one it is. Oh, it's actually, like, one of the better ones. You might actually want to run that. We need... Oh, I'm not even in Eternal. I feel like some of these choices I probably wouldn't have put if I had thought about the fact that we weren't even in Eternal. Maybe it's Neeko Poppy. Because, like, you're already wanting to just, like, strike with a big, wide board. Any reason you prefer Eternal? I don't prefer Eternal. I actually hate Eternal format. I much prefer Standard. The reason I'm playing Eternal is because Eternal ranked just opened. And it's, like, where all the players are. Standard, like, has people playing it, but... I like more cards. Yeah, I mean, that's the reason a lot of people like Eternal. And that's been, like, the argument a lot of people have made for Eternal, just, like, in any kind of format. Like, that's the reason people like it in Yu-Gi-Oh! That's the reason people like playing Wild and Hearthstone. I just personally, like, it's too many things to play around. That is my own opinion, but... I think we can definitely get the 4 cards. Also, how you doing today, Doc? Who likes playing Wild and Hearthstone? From what people tell me when they come into this stream and talk about Hearthstone, they are always saying that Wild is the only playable format. I feel like it's most people that talk to me about Hearthstone. And keep in mind, I haven't played in forever. It was the deadest game mode. It was a dead game mode for a while, but I think, like... within the past 3 years, it's actually flip-flopped. Also, it becomes a nightmare for devs to balance. Usually prefer Standard if it's viable to play without spending a gazillion monies. Yeah. No, that's another take I agree with, definitely. And Tempest, how are you today? Yeah, Wild is actually aids with balance. Yeah, no, and that's the thing is that like Hearthstone actually got to the point where it was just like um actual turn 1 FTKs. Same reason why cards cost hundreds of dollars in MTG. Because they're just old and unbalanced. Yeah. I wonder if we actually main deck Friendship. I think if this card costs 3, this would actually be a good card. I'm not even saying that I think it's like a bad card. It's just like definitely not gonna see play in a deck like this. Maybe we don't need Beard. I kind of liked Beard as like a 1-drop, but I think we just need... Because we have 1 bird, 1 Yordle, 1 cat, 2 spiders technically. Whatever she becomes. So we have 2 cats. We have a reptile. So right now I don't even have enough to level her just like based on units that I have here. Honestly, I like MTG though since it's my wallet versus their wallet. That is most definitely a way to look at it, friends. That is most definitely a way to look at it. Maybe we actually just want Yordle Captain. Alright, I think we have to take out Beard. Because I need... Dog. Leveling Neeko seems hard. She's not, like... hard to level. You just need to be playing a very specific distribution in your deck. Like, there are some that you have to play duplicates of, but you can't play too many duplicates of them. Know some guy who owned a card shop a card game shop a while back. They have old picture of themselves sitting on the floor playing with like Alpha Black Lotus and Moxes sleeveless. Oh, it was worse than bent. Big oof. But also, like, if it's an actual Alpha Black Lotus and you can still get it graded as like a 1, you could probably still get some money for it. Like, no joke. We probably want Fae. Okay, I need to see if there's, like, good Fae units. I think, like, the best Fae units are, like, the ones that reduce the cost of Faes, but that ends up being an issue just because, like... Alright, so let's put in this thing. I mean, I could put in Yordle Commando instead. I wonder if Yordle Commando is better than putting in this thing. Damn, Numbers back at it again with the trash decks. I mean... I think that Neeko Bandle has potential with, like, Yordle in arms, but that is kind of all. This was before they had the store. I'm pretty sure some of the old cards went into them starting their business. Interesting. That makes sense, though. Cosmic Binding might not be the right choice in this deck either, the more I think about it. I do need Phase, though. Like, I do need to main deck Phase. And I probably do want Poppy. Poppy, 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 Poppy. Alright, let's go to 2 of that. I mean, I kind of want the reptile. So he did, so he retired for a week. That's not what happened. He was trying to make us forget he's bronze. I'm not bronze, I'm plat. 2 very different things. Do they reset ladder at if you're diamond? I'm not diamond, I'm plat. That means I'm Masters. I was Masters before. I mean, we could run Protoporo, because it is another thing, but... Alright, so Bird, Yordle, potentially Fae, Cat, Spider. We already said Fae. Reptile. So now we have exactly 6, but that's requiring, like, a perfect curve. I thought you got hard stuck and gave up. Oh, no. That's standard. Standard, and we did hit Masters in standard. Numbers doesn't have God MMR like me and plays against actual Plat and Diamond players. No, I think in Eternal, I have played against, like, Silvers. Alright, but this needs to be a Neeko. Alright, I'm going to use the bathroom. And then we will start the games. Give me, like, 1 minute. Numbers plays the numbers game. Numbers of games, the words just lose meaning to me. I feel you. So I think you know what I also forgot? We literally have a this from last time I did this. I think if we're gonna utilize this though, I need to delete these ones. And then we need to reset all of these. I think what I would like to do is I'd like to play at least 3 games with something, and if I'm having a lot of fun with it, I'll keep playing it. I don't have any, like, specific, like, goal or number to try to hit with these. I'm just having fun playing what I'm playing. Okay. There we go. All right. I don't know if that's too distracting up there, but I'm guessing the letters are different champions. No, they're different regions. So the whole idea today is it's Neeko with a different region. So right now this is Neeko with Bandle City, which is why on the screen up there it's BC. So that's Neeko with Bandle City. I don't know if any of these Neeko decks are going to be good. I mean, like, this, like, having, the main reason for this stun is They Who Endure, but maybe we want, Mini-Morph. We'll see. It'll entirely depend on how many, They Who Endures we run into. But yeah, ideally, I would like at least one game, or at least 3 games with each region. I feel like 3 is, like, a good number. We're gonna have to be kind of quick on deciding. I think I just actually play this and give something +2/+2. Oh no, you started a They Who Endure trend. Of course, you're the source. I mean, look, I love They Who Endure, and yes, a lot of people have been playing it. A lot of people have been just playing it with Elise. I understand playing Elise and They Who Endure. Cutting Callista, though, is interesting.
The bite doesn't hurt, but the venom sure does.
They might kill this Neeko, but the point is more to stun this thing.
Get him.
You must know me, little one. You must.
Yeah, let's not attack him with this. It just trades into this thing.
Yes.
Neeko in every region. Neeko Aatrox when. You know, I thought about, like, doing Neeko with the Runeterra champs. And I did start that the last time I did this challenge. It wasn't a challenge that was, Okay, let's use Stress Defense. I forgot this card existed. Also, Dur, how you doing today? Okay, you see, like, this is a good amount of removal for this one card. I don't know what they would have taken for this. Is it maybe keywords? I have a few good options here. Poppy gives us Yordle and Arms. This also is just, like, really good. They have 6 mana. I don't know if they're on Vengeance. But Hate Spike doesn't kill this. So they're on Soul Harvest, apparently. Which also just, by the way, interesting choice in They Who Endure. Let's go for the Reptile, I guess. I think... No, you know what? Let's start developing Poppy. Let's make them have an answer. Gonna say, it doesn't actually kill the Poppy. Okay, so they either have a second one of these or double Vial or something. No, maybe we should just be main decking Stress Defense.
Everyone's a garden.
Okay, that makes sense. This is 10 mana. I think the fact that this is our board state right now... do we think if he's on cards like Soul Harvest that they're on Ruination? I mean, if they have a They Who Endure, I'm just trying to think. There was a full board. That was 4, 5, 6. And at least 7, 8. So it's probably at, like... It's at least 8, right? Which probably means that I don't want to Yordle in Arms yet. I think I'd rather just draw. I don't think they have Ruination. That's why I'm not playing around it. Silverhawk with the Tier 1 13-month resub. Thank you so much.
Assemble cat sitting very comfortably around a campfire with its friends scatter.
Thank you so much. Always appreciate the copy pasta. Even though there's actually just like an emote. How you doing today? So here's the thing, right? Like, yes, this gives them a bigger board for They Who Endure, but I'm not dead to a They Who Endure next turn. So I need to have a big enough board that I can end the game on my next attack. Because, like, They Who Endure Atro, we lose. I don't think we have any out to. Okay, well, that's not They Who Endure. Is this maybe not even a They Who Endure deck? Is this just, like, Elise Spiders? I could see that being the case. Terminal sleepiness, doing good. I have a test tomorrow. I'm not super ready for, but I'm so sleepy. I mean, yeah, that's fair. That is, almost literally just how it is for everyone when you're doing college, I feel like. There's always that one test that's like, yeah, I have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing here. I mean, I have enough for both of these. But again, if they have Ruination, now that, like, I think it might not be, there is a chance that it's not They Who Endure. Do I want to risk that, though? I mean, I think we do this regardless. I think we have to do this. Okay, so they don't have Ruination. I mean, I won't fail it, but I'd rather get more than a 75. I get you. I love the Necrit Arachnoid. It's so fun, though I only play it as a one-of in an SI Dune Eater deck. I mean, look, like, it's a good card. I don't know about main decking it, necessarily, but I do think it's good. Alright, we have one portal. Leveled Neeko. I'm really sad that one of these junk constructs is not a Neeko. How do you feel about that Veiled Tempo TF deck? Because I'm irrationally angry. I haven't seen it yet. Veiled Temple? Do you mean the Sunken Temple? Which temple are we talking about? Yeah, Sunken, the draw one. I haven't seen it yet, but just the description of it makes it sound like bullshit. Alright, they got one card. One follower. It's also its interaction with Soul Cleave is kind of funny. This thing's interaction with Soul Cleave? TF level on 6 is stupid. Yes, no, I would also be pretty upsetty spaghetti about that.
You best believe I don't play.
I think we are only winning this game because it's not a, Okay, if I choose to use Heroic Refrain here, it means I won't have it for my open attack next turn, but really all I have is this and one attacker. And if they do have Vengeance, then this is dying anyway. I'm like really tempted to use this Heroic Refrain just to keep this thing alive. Because I think having a board presence is... Like, assuming that they have a Vengeance in hand, I think that having this on board is probably better than... You know, we'll give this thing health, just in case. TF level on 6, I still have flashbacks to the TF stress testing in 4... Yeah, no. That is, It was definitely an experience. So unless they actually have Vengeance, the Overwhelm and Elusive should just be enough to win us the game. Alright, so they have Vengeance. Unfortunate. It was certainly one of the metas of all time. Oh yeah, no. Definitely not great. Not being able to deal with them drawing cards is pretty bad. Not having draw of our own is pretty bad. Not having access to rally is pretty bad.
Come closer. I don't bite.
Interesting. Oh wow, they do have a They Who Endure. Can I draw my stun? Sure can't. Wow, that's cool. Is that really, like, a case that we should definitely run Minimorph, though? You know what I mean? Hot take, I'd rather take any TLC meta over TF Karma or Seraphine meta. I get what you mean. I guess it, like... ultimately, I don't know. I think Seraphine I go back and forth on if I think that card is okay or not. Because, like, there's some metas where, like, it just feels like Seraphine can't lose. And then there's other metas where, like, Seraphine, like, just... like, especially if it's, like, a heavy aggro. There's definitely matchups where Seraphine just can't do anything. Minimorph is never bad. Yeah, I guess I probably should just be on Minimorph. I think I like the build of the deck we have. Now the question becomes... cutting Cosmic Binding for Minimorph? We also don't have anything in the 3-drop slot. I don't know if that's a problem or not. Is there anything in 3 drops that we want? This card's pretty good. This card's pretty good. Honestly, like, maybe I should just be on Sentry. Specifically for They Who Endures and, like, Nasus and stuff. Just, like, big units I can't deal with. Just stun them into oblivion. I wouldn't mind having access to the Mecha Yordles. I just don't think it's very good. Like, you'd have to specifically build Mecha Yordle Neeko, which I think I did one time. I think I did Mecha Yordle Neeko once. Also, why does Mecha bring up this? Okay, there we go. The only time I like Seraphine is when I can play Galio Udyr and she has a 38% win rate. I mean, that's fair. It's definitely fair. All right, I'm going to give Neeko Poppy a few more chances to live. I think I actually would rather just run 2 Minimorph and no stuns. If only because I have access to Conch, and Conch can just, like, give us good cards. Why do you want to play against this? I'm plat 4, dog. I haven't played in a month, so I'm plat 4 also. I mean, it's Eternal, so I think it just started, like, this week. You know, technically, we could try to do Neeko Rumble, but, like, Rumble with Mecha Yordles, not so much Rumble to, like, play Rumble. I don't think it's very good. I think, like, honestly, the Neeko Poppy thing is probably the best way to play this deck. I am a little uncomfy not having, like, playable 3-drops. If only because Neeko is, like, fairly tempo-oriented. So, like, having Anna and Vroop. Bandle City Mayor is also pretty good. I mean, most of these multi-region followers are Yordles or Fays, but, like, that's still better than nothing. Telescope could be good too if I'm really just trying to, like, random bullshit go. This one's a dog. If I really feel like... I don't feel like I struggled to level up Neeko. What if I went to 1 signpost? I have a lot of 2-drops. I have a lot of 2-drops. Oh, this thing's also a dog, but I don't have equipment. Actually, wait, isn't the weapon... Yeah, this dude is a 3-drop. And this dude's actually, like, pretty good. What am I cutting, though? No, I can't cut this one. I can probably cut, like, a House Spider and a Junk Construct. Alright, we'll try this. We'll try this slight adjustment and see how it goes. Oh, wow. He actually got it. Alright, well. Let's get this out of the way.
The waters give you life, child.
I guess this is probably fine. I actually kind of like Purple Berry, I think. Because, like, I can activate Group Shot. Problem is, I don't think there's a lot that I want to activate Group Shot on. Let's just pop one of those. Let's see, what do I want to do? I think I just want this thing. I don't really think I can attack, though. Because this is what? When you slay a unit? So if I do this, this goes up to a something 3. But it also means I can actually trade this unit. Yeah, sure, let's do this. If only because this can just turn any of my, like, weak units into a threat. Well, we have a working Yordle in arms now. I actually have 2 Yordle. I almost, like, could just Yordle in arms, because, I mean, they can almost definitely kill this, though.
Few can know what death and eternity hold in store.
I almost feel like I should just draw. But I definitely want a, like, wide board. Sure, let's take the scout weapon now. I mean, scout on the overwhelm unit is pretty good. The problem becomes Runation is, like, definitely... But, I mean, Runation gets rid of 2 of their champs, though. I mean, this thing is a blocker nonetheless, so... Probably this thing, right? I think it's this thing. Okay, let's see. So, I think we're definitely gonna have to just... The problem is... that like this Yordle Arms is gonna be so bad for us if they just have Ruination, but I kind of have to. About the Necrit, I don't know if it's a bug or intended, but when I Soul Cleave it, you drain from the enemy Nexus because of weird order of actions. I'm not sure I understand. I mean, it says anytime one of your allies would die. So, like, shouldn't it drain from the enemy Nexus if you Soul Cleave? Damn. So now there's going to be 2 of those. Did they update this board's Nexus? No, it's always been like that. Freezebolt, how you doing today? No, since the old one gets killed to summon new ones, but the new ones apparently summon first. I guess I'm not sure I understand. Yeah, you know what? Actually, no, I just lose this. I can't win from here. Hola, hola, hola. How you doing today? Did you have Mini? I had Mini Morph. The problem is that Mini Morphing the Thresh has a Nasus coming out. Or it still has a 12-12 Nasus. And Mini Morphing the Nasus... Or Mini Morphing the Thresh, I still have to deal with a 12-12 that's leveling. So, I could not win from that position. I don't know if I keep this. I kind of feel like I don't. It was all Ogre. I don't know why you thought you won that matchup. That matchup's so bad for me. Or I don't know why you thought you lost that. You were like, oh, like, free win for you. Like, there was no world where I win that matchup. I don't know what you're talking about.
There's nothing to fear.
It's actually so one-sided, it's crazy. I think this is actually probably the best. I'd probably get run over if I didn't deny your Bandle in arms. I don't even know if I think that's true. I feel like even with my Yordle in arms, I don't think I was in a good position. I guess the real question is, how many copies of Deny do you run? If you run 1 copy, I can understand. If you're on 3 copies, no shot I ever win that game. You do run 1 copy? Do you run the unit? The Deny unit?
Proud and loud.
Actually 5. And you're like, oh, there's no way I win this. I really just need to keep my board. I didn't even realize that wasn't Tempest saying that. Okay. I can create more of this. I'm not too worried about that dying. It's like, actually, all 40 cards in my deck are deny. Actually... I wish this would tell you what regions it was. I'm pretty sure it is Freljord, because it's Bandle, Freljord, Ionia, which means I could House Spider and have it active. If I DDoS you, it's the ultimate deny. I mean, you're not wrong. Alright, I'm okay with this trade in, because it's at least damage. I only play Shurima Ionia and run my 9 deny main deck. I think you could actually run more deny if you were on if you were on that. I'm just thinking, like, if you were to run 3 copies of the deny, 3 copies of Rite of Negation, 3 copies of the unit that is a deny from Shurima, 3 copies of the unit that is a deny from Ionia, so that's 3, 6, 9, 12. You could run 3 copies of Memories Cope. You could run 3 copies of, what's that card? Nopify. So that's 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. You could run at least 18 copies. At least. Cosplaying blue-white MTG deck. Drop a 5-mana Revna into OP surrender. Opponent surrender. Sometimes the game is fun. Sometimes the game is fun. Actually, wait, no. What we do is we use this second heroic refrain to get rid of this thing, and probably get rid of this thing too. Just play PNC Ionia with the clone package to clone denies. There you go. Sniping numbers is the most fun I have in this game. I'm glad that I am providing some form of entertainment. Let's see. I mean, this deck looks really bad when you only go against They Who Endures and Thresh and Ashes. And I think that's going to end up being most Neeko decks. Let's see. I guess this doggo. I guess I'm hoping for Scout. It's not Scout. But I'm not going to need Fearsome on an elusive unit. TVF, I guess They Who Endure and Thresh and Ashes, a lot of things are bad. I mean, that is true. Martin, how you doing today? Wait, have I seen a... No, I have not. In fact, I haven't seen Burnt either. Actually, wait, does this level Neeko? No. How am I short? Because wasn't it just Weapon Master and Yordle? Oh, right, this is a Yordle. Yeah. What's up, homies? Yeah, how you doing? I feel like I saw you somewhat recently, and then I took a decent-sized break from streaming because I had to do some travel. Have you considered just not letting units die? I don't think I have that option. How was traveling? I enjoy traveling. I've just been doing a lot of it lately. Just casually giving me the pass back. But I went to Vegas for a bit, and then I went to DC for a work trip. So, altogether, it's been, like, good. Let's see. So, this is 14, 15, 16, or 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, have you seen Faye? You have seen Faye. So you will level. And you are also elusive. I queued up one game and got Mr. Streamer to give him the big Nasus cane. You know how to screw They Who Endure decks? Play SI Sacrifice Package with Pranksters Neverglades so they can never attack. I mean, that's true. The problem is I can't really do that when I'm only playing Neekos. I guess when I get to Shadow Isles, I could do that, but not at the present moment. It's also going to make this challenge really hard if every Neeko deck has to go up against that. Snow Rogan. It's actually kind of funny. Thank you for the follow. How are you doing today? Oh, cool. We actually won a game, though. Now, should I try... Okay, so, like, we did our 3 games with Bandle City, and the conclusion is that, like, against decks like that, you really just have to, like, early game rush them. I really think it's the only way you ever win that. Like... Thresh Nasus and They Who Endure. How's YouTube streaming working out? I think it's been working out pretty good. Like, the biggest thing about the YouTube streaming that I just, like, don't expect... Oh, wow, okay, that was... I think it's been working... Interesting timed raid. Jay Sensational with the 13 raid. Thank you so much. How you doing today? Welcome, welcome. We're just, playing some Neeko all day, and, someone was just... I started streaming on YouTube and Twitch simultaneously, because they allow you to do that now. Someone was just asking how streaming on YouTube has been. I think the most beneficial part of streaming on YouTube is less the active streaming on YouTube, and more that the VOD for the YouTube video gets pushed through the YouTube algorithm. Because I don't really know how to... be a YouTube streamer, honestly. Like, I don't know how YouTube community works. If I'm gonna be honest with you. What is this eternal matchmaking? I have a Neeko deck. It's a Neeko Elite Allegiance and Neeko Mistwraith Allegiance. I mean, if you want to send neither deck can level Neeko. I mean, the idea is not so much that Neeko needs to level, but if Neeko's, like, origin is... like, contributing to the win con, I think that's enough. If she's just a 2-cost card that you just summon with Mithrace. Man, does anyone else remember the EU Masters tournaments that used to happen? Where when Twisted Fate Elise Go Hard was, like, one of the most popular decks, what people were doing is they were bringing... Shadow Isle Bilgewater with 1 copy of TF, 1 copy of Elise, so that people would see that and think to ban it, or not ban it, thinking they had a good matchup into it, and then the deck was actually just undying combo. Neeko can turn into a fearsome to level Nocturne, and it lets me play 2 Noxus Pressus pets. I mean, honestly, like... that was probably what I will try when I get to Shadow Isles. Just being fearsome aggro sounds great. Wait, are you anything? No, you're not. You're not anything useful to me. That actually sounds sick. If you have that deck list, I'll take that so that when I get to Shadow Isles, which is admittedly not going to be for a while. I'm gonna try to do them in alphabetical order, as per the screen on the top left of the screen. In the Elites Neeko deck, Neeko can turn into a House Spider, and it gives me 2 units to champion strength. That's pretty good, too. I do think Neeko Demacia was, like, a really good way to run Neeko. But then they nerfed a couple of cards. Mainly champion strength.
Wouldn't be a quest without some danger.
Alright, I'm gonna copy this. I know TF go hard meta, but I didn't know people did that. Yeah, so in EU Masters, the way EU Masters worked was if you, it was a, you know, ban draft phase, but the catch was that you didn't know what your opponent's deck list was going into it. All you knew was the all you really knew was the champions and regions. This is a flock. Yeah. I wanted to do this, but they could have just done the same thing anyway.
Mama's home.
Let's just develop and just try to slap them. Because we need to be wide for when we do draw Yordle in arms. I think after this game, though, I do want to try to just quickly build, like, Neeko Mecha Yordles. Yeah, so, you know that draft system? Yeah, so that's how that was working.
Let's cook 'em.
We mustn't leave.
I mean, honestly, yeah, we just swing in with everything. I mean, this card could actually be kind of funny against Swain. I mean, I think most of their cards that are, like, good removal are fast speed. So it's probably not that useful, but... Hey, Faint, how you doing today? Welcome, welcome. Oh, good. Man, these portal hits, I'll tell you, they're, certainly something. You know what? This is gonna look really dumb,
Come along.
but I'm gonna actually put this in here because we're about to play a, Overwhelm. Doing good, brother. How about you? I'm doing good. I'm actually trying to decide, I'm trying to decide if I want to, how much more traveling I can actually get away with doing next year. Because I already have a lot that I'm doing. And there's more. They just announced more stuff that I want to do. Okay, this is looking really bad. Without Yordle in arms, this is looking really bad. I think we're still just full swinging. Because they have 8 mana. And there's a lot of ways that they can get rid of this Poppy. When we were young, 24, see you there. I posted in my Discord the set list for When We Were Young Fest. Sounds like you got to do it. The problem with doing it, though, is just, okay, so we will replace this one to do this, because what I want to do, they don't have, like, board wipes. They can play units, like, they could play a Leviathan, but I think if they play a Leviathan, I just am free to play Poppy. I don't know if that's actually better, though, than just developing Poppy and praying they don't have something, because I at least, like, maybe what I do instead is we, slow roll them a little bit more. Play Amulet on this Bandle Commando. So I definitely have one that gets through. And because ultimately I think I need Poppy on board to be able to get through this and deal some damage. Your innovative work with Yasuo is inspiring. Bless up. Who said that? Oh, that was my mod. Wow, they're being disciplined with this. I think we just have to rip the Poppy.
Just know the hero's around here somewhere.
I had to ask who said that because on the chat window I use, I can't scroll up. It's actually quite awful. Why didn't you DM me the lineup? I tagged you in my Discord and posted an image, okay? So unless you're trying to tell me that you have notifications turned off for my Discord. You think I have your Discord unmuted? Yeah, that's what I thought.
On it and on 'em.
Refreshments.
You cannot escape.
It probably would have been better to have, like, just attacked instead of playing the Omen Hawk. Mods. Oh, wait. Okay, they don't have any more portals in the deck, so that's good. Well, this is the last Poppy, and it's the biggest Poppy yet.
We are all seeking an end to war, friends.
How dare they?
Alright, so we need to Poppy and Amulet. Okay, since they are doing this... I was gonna say, if they do this, we definitely just...
Greater in unity.
I don't think I need to do anything about that. No, you don't have a zero-cost card that kills this, unless you have double Pie Toss for 1 mana. Which I guess you could have, but I don't think I can play around double Pie Toss. Like, 2 mana is so hard to play around. I feel like I was in the middle of at least 1 or 2 different conversations, and I don't remember where I was with any of them. So if y'all have, like, a specific question, just feel free to ask it.
Ah, shuffle buttons.
Let's see. I think I want to give the weapon to this thing. Oh, no, I want to give it to Poppy, because Poppy will at least be big enough to not die to this pterodactyl. Unless I take the Overwhelm weapon. When is the LA trip? You know, okay, so here's the thing about what happens. I was supposed to go to LA last year for a work trip.
Spend a whole fight wondering, shield.
The reason that didn't happen is because it's an event that only happens once every 10 years. And someone else from my job was like, no, you know what? I deserve to go. And so they went instead. Oh, wow, that's really good. Okay, thank you, Portals. That was pretty good. Alright, I think this deck, like, definitely has potential. There's definitely, like, stuff you can do with Neeko Poppy. I think the problem is that it just ends up becoming, like, the best way to run either of those cards is just without the other one, with Neeko and Poppy. I do need to copy Jay Sensational's deck. It's Neeko Nocturne. And we'll keep that in the back pocket for now. They didn't deserve this. I don't know, man. Nothing can stop Neeko. By the way, guys, I'm a little upset at Riot right now. You want to know why? Because, here, allow me to show you guys something. Let me just pull it up here real quick. That's not at all the one I was looking for. That's also not the one I was looking for. Can we like... Okay, here we go. This is the one I was looking for. I'm mad because Neeko's a relatively new champ, right? And she never got a skin. She never got a skin on release. Most other new champs have gotten the skin. Neeko, recently in another game... Oh, wow, okay, that's really big. Hold on. Allow me to resize. Got this. This skin looks great. Superfan Neeko has the KDA stuff and everything. Why didn't we get this? You know what I mean? We Eternal or Standard? This is Eternal. Eternal is what's hip. Why does she have a yeah, it's Tempest. Come on, bro. Okay. So I could try Neeko with... This guy said in another game when LOR is the little bro here. Hey. If someone's allowed to go on Twitter and make a rant about how they're mad at LOR for getting all the good skins, I'm allowed to have like a 2-minute pedestal here complaining that Neeko doesn't have a specific skin. And also has not received a skin. I think besides... Hang on, wait. I think besides Poro King, Neeko's the only new champ to be released without a skin. Because Nidalee got this. And every other champ after them got skins. I think it's literally just Neeko as far as new champs. LOR is the middle child. I guess that's fair. I haven't played in ages, but I'd assume Neeko Noxus is great with Katarina in training pits. So I haven't tried it, and I don't think a lot of people have tried it, because I don't think a lot of people are psychopaths that love a specific character as much as I'm enjoying Neeko right now. The plan I did have for Neeko, though, with Bilgewater, we were talking about it the other day on stream, is like 1-drop spam. Jhin neither. Jhin, he didn't release with a skin, I don't think, but he got like a bunch of skins recently. Illaoi never got a skin upon release either. Yeah, but you see, those invalidate my point, and also they ended up getting skins, so there, you know, checkmate. You want to know what's really funny about the 1-drop spam thing with Neeko? Is that Professor Von Yip is a cat. And you can run, what's his face? Y'all buy skins? Homie. I am made of skins. Alright. Who buys alternate artwork? By that logic, Neeko will get a skin too. I mean, Annie, yeah, Annie doesn't have any skins, I don't think. $10 JPEG looking ass. Hold up. This thing looks sick though. Come on. This is the only way to support game. Thank you very much. That is also true. It is currently the only monetization in the game. I will say that Ziggs kind of got shafted when it comes to skins. Cause like I want to make this. I I want to get someone else's feedback on this. Doesn't this skin look like just too similar to this one? Like, they do, if you look at them from a, like, full screen, like, detailed perspective, there's obvious differences. But the fact of the matter is that it's, like, glitchy looking, not real face. He even kind of has the same face with this, like, screen. I don't know. Storm Dragon Aesol feels like the peak of Targon. Targon's peak aesthetic. I do very much like that. And Xanoff, how you doing today? Both secretly battle boss. I just like, I don't know. I just feel like he got a little shafted because these look like very similar. Frozen Bolt, or I'm sorry, I keep saying Frozen Bolt. Your name is Freeze Bolt. I'm sorry for saying your name wrong like 6 times, but also thank you for the follow. I hope you are enjoying the stream and having a good day. And also, I'm trying to hit 1,000 followers by the end of the year. We're at 953. If you're new here, should hit the follow button. It would definitely help me out. Battle Boss Ziggs is supreme because it has Arcade Ari in it. Hold on, wait. My other love? Oh, you're right. It does have Ari in it. And she's got 9 lives, so she has a bunch of attempts. Archmage Zig skin for the D&D lore verse when? That'd be sick. Hyperpop Ziggs is arcade Ziggs after a game of Splatoon. That is now my headcanon. I love that. He just like moved. This is the crossover event with Splatoons. And specifically the other Zig skin. Actually love it. Okay, so shit, now there's 2 Bilgewater Neeko ones, and one's a good deck and one's a actual garbage deck. Okay, this was the actual garbage deck. Please warn me. I'll be back. Huh? Archmage. Oh yeah, that'd be sick. Next time I make a burner account. Look, I cannot condone you breaking Twitch TOS to make multiple accounts to follow the same channel. I'm not saying that it would be super easy to just make another Gmail account and then follow your favorite streamer. I cannot advocate for this, and I do not condone this. Kunkbot, thank you for the follow. I hope you are definitely a unique user. Let's see. Who else do we need? We definitely need Pool Shark, even though he's like... Okay, do we actually just have, like, the best of the 1-drops, though? Because we should just have, like, 1-drops that are actually good, right? Is Crimson Pigeon good still? I'm telling you, when that comes out, I don't plan to play games until I get my ring finger covered, but I'm so buying that. Huh? I don't plan to play games till I get my ring finger covered, but I am so buying. Oh. I guess I never thought about, like, that. You know what I mean? I never, like, had the thought of, like, I want to wait until I'm married to spend money on this. I love it, though. Okay. So, like, at this point, I just kind of shoved a bunch of cards. Don't cover your ring finger in your butt. Oh, ooh. Well, just fixing up my life. Gotcha. And then immediately ruining it on Zig skins. Gotcha. The problem I have with this is that we don't really have, like, spells. Why Sharkling? Because it is another Tribe for Neeko. That's like, I kind of just like put a bunch of stuff in here just to be like, hey, let's just shove this and see what happens. There's like cards I want to run, right? Like, you probably want to be on like the Flight. It's probably a better bird than Omen Hawk, if I'm going to be honest with you. If only because it's an elusive. Subtype and +1/+1 target, yeah. It's not playing, I'm just buying it. Gotcha. That's actually more funny. The 2-mana dragon. I do think the 2-mana dragon is good. The first time you summon a refill 1 spell mana. The problem is I need like spells that I actually want to play. And right now I have Eye of Nagakaboros and Siren Song. So if we can think of like other spells that are actually good, like this is technically our only protection is Bone Skewer. Shoving it in and seeing what happens is the best way to live life. That's what she said. Apparently that's what I said. The amount of times that I just like say shit I shouldn't. And like it doesn't even register until it's too late. Grandfather Fae gives us spell shield ones. Blood in the Water. You know, like that's another thing. Is like I thought about rallies, right? I thought about free strikes. Our only like options for that are like Citrus Courier and Blood in the Water. Fae and Bird no cap. I'm gonna need you to be way more specific, because Fae and Bird describes a lot. Even within the 1-drops, I think there are 4 birds. There's 5 birds that are 1 cost. 2 cost Fae that gives you the 1 cost. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. I think he's also a Fae though. Because the other 2-drop that gives you the Owl Cat, that one is a Bandle City only card because Neeko can't give you Yordles. I do think that having this in the deck is good. I think the big thing is like, do I need this many 1-drops? I think that becomes the big question. It's like, is this many 1-drops actually good? Owlcat not being a bird. I know, it should be a dual typing. Owlcat is neither a bird nor a cat. Imagine it being the first 3. You know, that'd be a fun Path of Champions ability. Make Owlcat as realistic as possible and make it Fae, bird, and cat. Owlcat is an abomination on this mortal coil. Or even just bird, cat. I mean, Owlcat definitely seems more owl than it seems cat. Like this thing, there's nothing really cat about this owl. It really does just look like it's an owl. House Spider summons a 1-drop. What's it called? Summons a 1-drop. I don't know. Maybe like the go wide cards are also really good though. Like, what if like we played House Spider and the other 2-drop that summons a 1/1? Just things that like let you go wide really quickly. Because they do summon 1-drops, right? That's like their whole gimmick. Like Mirai Warden, House Spider, and the 4-drop. Neeko lets you add all cars. Yeah, the Neeko car. Wide with 1-drops in Bilgewater does sound good. And that's what I'm saying, is like, what if I cut some of this stuff to put in Mirai and House Spider? Putting in House Spider probably means we cut Precious Pet. And putting in Mirai. You could add Reaver's Row. I think like if Von Yip doesn't work out for us, we just go to Reaver's Row. The problem with Reaver's Row is just, like, the slow build-up to it. All these one-drops and you're not running Reavers is weird. What does Cultist do? Cultist doesn't have a good effect. It's just a different subtype for Neeko. Because, let's see, we have Cultist. I hate that, like, when I keep doing this, where, like, I'm counting with my hand, but you guys can't actually see it because it's off stream. So, we've got Cultist, Yordle, Cat, another Yordle, nothing, Lurk, Bird, Fae, Spider. Neeko can count as something else. So we have, like, 8, right? Like, this is definitely enough. Count with the right hand. I need the right hand for the mouse. I think, like, Barbed Chain is honestly probably good. But, like, I feel like it's kind of a waste to not be on this. Just because of, like, it can get big, too. Maybe I just type in 1 cost and see what happens. Like, what do we have access to? Steam is also interesting to try to do with this. This thing is also interesting with Brash. I think if we had spells we were wanting to play, this is worth it. Is Anura worth it with all the 1-drops too? Anura? Oh, you're talking about this. I don't think so, unless... It is a reptile. It makes all of our cards 0 cost. We have husks and we have these. I think, like, the only things I'd want are maybe, like, jailbreak. Right? Like, we probably just don't need this super or double trouble. 2 cost, play a 1 cost in hand. Like, the Cultist and the Lurk are fun, but they're also, like, 3 costs make a 1 cost in hand free. Yeah. Alright, there are a few different builds of this we can do. I feel like I'm going to try a few things. Oh, okay. There are a few different versions of this we can do. I think we're going to try this right now. And if it feels like we really need something else, I think we then switch over to it. Because, like, the idea here, right, is, like, we need to always full mulligan for, Siren Song. If we cut some of these 1-drops that we just don't need, what we can do is we can, what am I trying to say? If we cut some of these, 1-drops and put in things like Double Trouble, we can then fit in something like, I think I actually need to pass. It's 6 mana, right? So we wouldn't be able to play it next turn anyway. Not running Blood in the Waters or Reavers seems bait to me. Well, the problem with Blood in the Water is that it's really expensive. The problem with Reavers is that, like, we're already running something like Von Yip. Which doesn't give them Fearsome, but technically gives them just more stats. You know, I'm okay with trading this in, just to, like, try to guarantee we get this plunder off. I think you want one or the other. I think in general I agree.
The sea beasts will fear us. Just out of reach.
It's just a matter of, like, finding room for it. Because we probably just have too many one-drops in the deck, but I wonder if, like, it's better to try to run cards that can give us one-drops. Well, assuming they don't have a way to address this.
Like this? Oh, I see.
They get excited, the Von Yip.
I tell you. Dusting off the fisticuffs.
What did they discard for that? Divine Whirlwind? I can toss this, actually. Just to not take so much damage. Real ones run Reaver's Row, and Numbers is a real one. Yeah. That's, yep.
Quite right, quite right.
They respect the Von Yip. Yeah. Until they play a Sunken Temple. This is literally going to be a level TF, isn't it? FF? Yeah, no. I think... Because that's going to be 6 cards, which means he's 1 off? It's a pleasure knowing you, TF, but I don't think you're lasting very long. Yeah, he's leveled. I don't mean in this game, by the way. I mean in Legends of Runeterra.
I guess you can win them all.
It's amazing to me that Riot watched Sunken Temple be really good and then decided to do nothing about TF. I find that rather funny. Personally. Alright, I'm going to give the stats to this thing. Just because TF is going to start dealing damage to stuff, and I think Gold card is strongest thing.
I seek a weapon worthy of Nagakeburos.
My friends, let us revel.
It's not TF Sunken Temple at 5 cost is broken. I mean, like, TF is just always going to be a problem card. TF will always be a problem.
Let's get it, crew.
Sets cost to TF's average level turn. But I feel like his average level turn, if you play him on 4, is actually pretty late.
Hold it, partner.
Oh boy, here I go.
Looks like trouble.
And then 5 is right. Yeah, for real. Wow, unfortunately, I can actually do nothing about this. I think we just lose, actually. I actually don't think we have a way to win this. Unless this next card is, the draw 2, which it's not. Well, I guess we play this. I mean, it's like the most obvious not part of this deck card.
Blue as the serpentine.
Alright, let's just attack him with everything.
Captain's orders. Bullet to the face.
This will die. Or maybe they don't block it? Okay, no, they block it, of course.
Oh, so close.
Yeah, I mean, like, we definitely need, like... The main problem with this is just having ways to protect stuff. I think that's, like, the big issue that we have. Because, like, if we don't draw Siren Song... It's a pain that TF is so well supported in Bilgewater, where the other Bilgewater cards are like, wait, who are you again?
Dead in their tracks.
Basically.
The weak don't deserve mercy.
And we're just dead on open, so I'm not going to bother staying in this game any longer. Okay. Alright. And that break is supposedly happening right now, so I'm going to go and use the bathroom. So I will be right back, chat. Alright, we are back. And I think I'm going to do one more game with this, because, like, I more just want to see if the... Even if we get the Siren Song combo off, is it actually even good? The only other card getting support is Nautilus, and I mean, to be fair, Nautilus hasn't been getting support for a while. Like, actual Nautilus support, not just more deep cards. I think, again, we have to just, like... full mulligan for Siren Song, and if we don't get Siren Song, then we're going into Von Yipstrap. If this is super cool, a lot of the other champs are self-made, no support. Yeah. Dude, how funny would it be if we procced Lurk when we only have 2 copies of this in the deck? I think it'd be pretty funny. When did they toss? Sea Scarab and the 8-drop were definitely Nautilus support. But Sea Scarab's not even in Bilgewater.
Oshlesh's power is mine to command.
I mean, that doesn't really matter. Okay, fine. You know what? This is actually pretty good. I actually like this a lot. What do you guys think about the new okay, you know what? We're just gonna open attack. I really don't think they're blocking with this Neela. They might, but
What is joy to you, brother? True joy.
Being here, dancing in all the beauty of life.
In other regions is totally fine. Maokai is the other lurk champ in Shadow Isles. Deep, but yeah. True, but it's still supporting him because you have never seen not outside of SI. I mean, that's true. It's just like, that's not like, good, you know? Okay, it's exact ephemeral copy, so there's no reason to do anything here.
Perhaps we should pause for thought.
I've seen not Freljord, Fever Dream. I'm sure I've played some stupid Nautilus deck outside of Shadow Isle. I'm sure. Oh yeah, no, I did. Wait, what am I talking about? I'm 14 and this is deep. Literally, literally one of my favorite decks. It's not good, but it's really funny. It's Nautilus Talia, where you just play that Slaughtercox card and then you just game, you know? Slaughter Dax is the build and can't even get Sea Scarab. Also, Walrus is in Bilge too. I mean, it can get Sea Scarab if it gets it off a Slaughter deck.
What is joy to you, brother? True joy.
Being here, dancing in all the beauty of life.
That's not what I said. I said Slaughter Docs.
Fresh start. Just looking for a sign.
I'll cut him off myself.
No, I have the Nautilus Kaisa. Or, I'm sorry, Kasai. I forgot that's what we call it here. +5/+5 when Deep and Evolve go off, and Deep +1. Interesting. I didn't realize I attacked with Von Yip, if I'm going to be honest. But also, like, open attacking with everything is probably pretty good here. Even if we had to sack the Von Yip. I did forget that we attacked with Von Yip. I kind of forgot he existed. I could... Wait, can I not use this? Oh, because I have a full board. I forget you can't use Shape Splitter if you have a full board. Like, both of those deaths are kind of fine. Just because I do want to just keep getting bigger. Why did my deck glow?
Weak don't deserve mercy.
Oh, okay, because of that. Imagine Neeko as a 1-drop, though.
Now this game's heating up.
I just also want to make the comment that it's turn 6 and he's leveled. Even without Sunken Temple. There's a reason this card is in Standard, by the way.
I seize the initiative. What terrorizes
I thought Kasai can't get deep. I think if you use her ability, like her slow speed thing that lets you put it on something else, I'm pretty sure she can get deep from that, because it is still a positive keyword. I've been meaning to make a keyword guide video for a while. I just haven't gotten around to it.
I've been around. Let's go again.
Who says I don't share?
No, this is like safe enough that they probably could think that this is a real house spider.
Ain't you a looker?
I think I do need to block like this. Because Neeko's seen Spider lurk. And these things are not those. And I do want to keep these alive, I think.
What is joy to you, brother? True joy.
Being here.
I've never played it to test. I'm pretty sure that would work. Okay, I could do shape splitter. I just want to see if I use shape splitter, will it hit the? Okay, it will. Hang on, this actually like kind of makes sense because I care less about Neeko and more about like actually just drawing cards that help me win the game next turn. Block with the non-subtype units. I just didn't want to block with the 1-drop that was a 5 power.
Beginner's luck. Oh, I got one.
All that glitters.
Why does this look like this? Wait, what am I looking at? Wait, why does hovering over this look like this? Didn't all it do was create a exact copy of Pool Shark? Why did this just bring up the entire library? Hey, I'm gonna be lurky while I finish worky. No problem, Razorleaf. Thank you for being here and stopping by. How you doing today? Okay, the problem with Siren Song is if I Siren Song, they can just TF red card. And that is kind of a problem. Ryan! I just need to be aggressive. Like, they could still red card at fast speed. It's just, like, this lets me actually, like, threaten something if they just happen to not have cards in hand that are playable. But, like, of course they do. It at least means that, like, something gets through.
Not a chance.
Come, test your might.
Leaf gave, Lurk +1. Oh, no, you know, I think I actually have that command. If you do exclamation mark lurk, I think it actually does. I think it actually does do that. Neeko Knight, how you doing today, Pixel? Oh, okay. Well, I mean, it kind of works. But just like normal lurk, when you go to play it, everything just breaks. It sort of works.
I seek a weapon worthy of Naga Keboros.
Hold it, partner.
I didn't know about your command. It's cool.
Lady's name. I'll shoot the wings off a bilge wasp.
Why are you still playing this match? Just to suffer? Yeah. I guess, yeah. I guess you're right. There's really no winning this. Damn it, I just want to play this stupid 1-drop spam and not end up against TF Neela. Can I just get that once? Please, just not TF Neela. Maybe a Fleet Feather would be would help killing these TFs. I don't think I win this matchup unless I actually get Siren Song on turn 3. I don't think I can win that.